Hey my tie-dyes, it's me Tyler and I'm back for another video. I hope this video reached you guys in a great place. I just really wanted to talk about something real quick. I debated so long about this topic, but after watching the live that I watched this morning, I'm gonna have to go and talk about it. So y'all, this is not a documentary review, but I am pretty sure that one day in the future, somebody will make a documentary about this shit. So I think I am going to log this under documentary reviews because it's almost like watching a documentary in real time, like it's happening right now. So I wanted to come to my tie-dyes and talk to y'all about this doggone cult I have been following. At first, I wasn't going to talk about it because I didn't want to bring their leader any more clout or bring any more attention to him, as far as there are so many other channels that are trying to expose this cult and get this man put in jail and get, the people taken away from him so he doesn't harm anyone. But it's to no avail. He always gets out of jail. He always still is able to make his YouTube videos, and he's still able to flourish and abuse these people, or whatever you want to call it. He's still free and out. So by us YouTubers doing videos about him, it's really not doing nothing, to be honest. The cult name is Carbonation. And the guy who is over the cult, at first he used to call himself Nature Boy, and now he called himself Baba G. I think his real name is like Eliago or whatever the hell. So we just gonna go with Baba G or Nature Boy. I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but he's the leader of the cult. I have heard about him throughout the years of me just watching YouTube, watching stuff in the conscious community, which half of them psychos anyway. But he's one of the psychos in the conscious community. Watching the cult, his specific cult, it is entertaining, to be honest. But it's also sad at the same time. It's entertaining because it's definitely like watching any old documentary about a cult. Like, it's a train wreck. The people are brainwashed and they be talking crazy. He be talking crazy. The people that follow him and watch him on live and, really agree with the dumbass shit he be saying. It's just a mess, and I like to watch it. It's a mess and I like to watch it. It's my guilty pleasure, unfortunately. I love to watch the drama that unfolds in Carbonation. It's like watching Love and Hip Hop, but with people in nature, and it's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. But the part that I really want to talk about in this specific video, let me backtrack. All right, so if y'all want to know more about Carbonation, I'll leave some links in the description box of different, YouTube videos I've watched today live. And you know what? I'm just going to leave one YouTube channel. It's called The Tea. She have everything you need to know about Carbonation on there. She be up on it and she posts about them. So I'm going to leave her link in the description box so y'all can know everything y'all need to know about them if y'all want to learn. But specifically what I want to talk about in this video is something a little bit more serious than me actually laughing at them. And I will say another reason that I do laugh is because sometimes the women, yes, they're being brainwashed. Yes, he has tricked them into polygamy. And yes, it does look like he abuses them. However, at the beginning and end of every day, these women are grown. So when they get smart and stuff in the camera and start talking crazy, especially his first wife, Nana G, I about don't like her. I feel like she's a B. I have not liked her since the beginning when I found out about them. However, I watched a live of her mama talking about, what she's been through with this man, and she's been home several times. She's left the cult 2 or 3 times. This is his main wife, and he has a child by her. And I didn't like her at first, but then I watched a video of her mom, like, just really just hurt. And it made me look at her again like she's human and like she is being, you know, controlled by this person and brainwashed. So the little smart things that she says, the little digs that she makes at the other women, the abuse that she hands out to the other women, it's almost as if, you know how they say somebody who's being abused, they turn into the abuser as well. That's what's happening with his first wife. But enough about her. The main person that I want to talk about is another one of his wives named Malia. Malia will have you breaking down and crying about the whole situation. Like, it's hard for you to feel for a lot of the people, like I said, that are in the cult because they are so steadfast and strong in their beliefs of like what this man teach. And the women have left their children, they Babylon children, as they call them, the real children that they birthed, to basically look after him and his first wife and their daughter and take care of them. But the girl Malia, like, she makes you feel bad about the whole situation because it's obvious that she is being abused. Nature Boy had died down and his little cult carbonation had died down a little bit. Nobody was really talking about them. And then this lady named Sybil went and she wrote a book about her experience there. It's very recent, so everybody's still, you know, talking about the book. It gave him a little bit more clout. More people are talking about him on social media right now because this lady just wrote this book of her time there with him, and it talks about abuse. It talks about, you know, the sexual acts that he makes them perform. All type of stuff is in this book. She's been reading it all over YouTube, so y'all can find a link to that there. The T have it on her page, the page that I was just telling you about. And also here recently, he made his first wife, Nana, and this girl, Malia, that I'm talking about, fight each other. And he had like, I think they went, 2 or 4 rounds or something like that. They went rounds like a real boxer. And he had these women fighting to the fucking death. Like, Malia done got beat on her chest. Like, Nana just really was it looked like she was trying to kill this girl. And after the fight, everybody was saying Malia won and all of this. And that didn't do anything but fuel Nana and Baba G. It made them even more upset at Malia after she won the fight, even though they boosted her up to fight. But she ended up getting in trouble about it anyway. But it's just a mess. You can tell that Malia gets the brunt of the abuse. A lot of people who've left the cult and the Lady Sybil have talked about how Baba G beats the hell out of Nana, his first wife. It's a known fact. He has admitted it and everything that he be beating on his women. But everyone talks about how, you know, she gets the most of the abuse. But it's here lately, since Malia has been around, her ass, you can tell that right now she is getting the brunt of the abuse. Nana's abusing her. The other women look like they be talking to her crazy. He be talking to her crazy. It seems like she is the bald-head stepchild of the cult. And I feel so sorry for her because almost every damn live that they do here recently, they talking down on her. They be having her ass on punishment in the damn closet. She be having on the same clothes 2 and 3 days. The girl's soul just look taken away. She look... it's obvious that they are beating this girl and abusing her. This live that I just watched this morning, he has people calling in on his live so him and his wives can talk to the people and or whatever. So people was calling his live. This happened just recently. People were calling his live and they were asking to speak to Malia. A lot of people were showing her love because, like I said, you can tell that this girl need help. She need love. So people are reaching out to her. How's Malia doing? Sending Malia hearts. Malia, you need to leave. This, that, and the third. So, boom. They seeing this all on the live. And then they get a caller to call in. She asked them about why they leave their children. People ask them this all the time, mind you. But they asked Malia, why do you miss your son? You know, do you miss him now that you done left him? How do you feel? She basically was like, sometimes she gets depressed and about it, but it's really nothing she can do about it right now. She was basically saying, she can't go get them right now because her Babylon family that have them, they won't release the child to her and this and that. And I guess the way she worded it made him mad. It triggered the abuser, Baba G. And you can tell he was just berating her, talking down on her, saying that she was saying the wrong thing. Had these people out here thinking that he is an abuser. Let the people know that y'all can leave when y'all want to leave. I be telling y'all ass to go and this, that, and the third. And she was just sitting there looking stuck. Like you could tell he wanted her to explain better in his eyes of why she left her child, but she was explaining it the best way she knew how, number one. And number two, she was terrified of saying the wrong thing. So she wasn't really getting her words out right. You could tell this girl was shook. Like he was like, speak. Tell them. And she didn't really want to say nothing because she was scared that he gonna knock her fucking head off when the camera cut off. And then Nana and them other girls in the background, berating her as well. And it just really hurt my heart. Normally I sit back and kiki and be like, these people crazy as hell, But watching that abuse on camera like that, it just hurts you because you see it back to back. Malia, they got her fighting. They got her in the closet. They got her with her same clothes on. The wife talking to her crazy. The nigga, Baba G the man, Baba G talking to her crazy. Like everybody, you can tell this is not a good environment for her. And I went all the way back to see, how this Malia story started. And apparently, she did some wrongdoings in her past. She slept with her god sister, ex-boyfriend. And that's how she ended up having her child. And she ended up leaving her child with the god sister now. It's a mess. But you can tell the girl has been through a lot and she young. And it almost made me think about myself because when I was younger, I probably would have been susceptible to that specific cult carbonation. And I will say this because when you look at the videos of them, it does, in a way, it looks like they're having fun. They look natural. They look like, they are living in their truth. They're living in happiness. They don't have to work, everything is everything. That's how it looks on the outside looking in if you don't know much about them. And I can see myself at a young, vulnerable point where I just didn't know myself. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know much about the world. I thought everybody that, thought different from regular society was right. If that made any sense. Like you don't believe in what everybody else trying to believe, then I thought that you were closer to right than somebody who, I don't know, just go for what anybody tell them. But I realized that whether you're a Christian, a Jew, a Muslim, call yourself conscious or natural or whatever the hell you call yourself, you can be susceptible to going for what anybody tell you. All of it has leaders over it that are impure. All different type of religions and little groups that you get into, it always has somebody in there that is trying to be controlling, somebody who don't have your best interest at heart. Just like any job, anytime you get yourself into some type of group, there's always a chance of somebody being there that's over you, that want to abuse you or not treat you good and don't have your best interest at heart. So I can see how I probably would have ended up in a situation like that, just being dumb, thinking, oh, these people, they natural, they living in their higher self, they trying to break generational curses, they trying to do this and that and third. I would have capped my stupid ass right on there and been getting knocked in the head with Malia and none of them. I could just see it. I can see it clear as day because I know how I was when I was younger. Now, one thing I would never, ever do is leave my fucking child. I don't care what type of potions and what y'all got mixing up over there and what type of tropics y'all living in. If I'm not leaving my baby, none of my babies. If it ain't about money, I need to go to work, make some money. I'm not leaving my kids. But other than that, like when I was younger, I didn't have no kids. Yes, my ass probably would have got wrapped up into some shit like that. End up getting knocked across the head like they is. That's why I don't really judge them too bad. But it's making me more and more afraid as I'm watching it, afraid for these women, because it do seem like this man is unraveling. Since the book came out, you know, they got kicked out of Hawaii. How he's explaining it, it seems like the police are hot on his trail. So it just seemed like he unraveling, like I said, and it's going to get worse. Specifically, I feel like for Malia, I think it's going to get worse for everybody that's in the cult. But her specifically, I'm scared for that girl. And I wasn't going to do no video about this because I didn't want to give Nature Boy no clout. I didn't want nobody thinking I was trying to get clout off of him or that cult. But I just wanted to tell the little 20 people that be watching my videos, y'all, don't get wrapped up in no damn abuse, okay? Don't start feeling so bad about yourself that you find your worth in someone else and they end up gaslighting you. They end up putting their hands on you. They end up making you feel like shit and you feel like you ain't got nowhere else to go. That's the situation that these women are stuck in. That's what I feel like. They say that they there on their own will, and it probably started off like that, but now I feel like he basically is kidnapping these women, especially Malia. Them other women, they might still feel like, you know, they there on their own, which I just feel like they brainwashed like any other cult. Of course you're gonna say you want to be there on your own if you brainwashing, and this man been, you know, drilling this stuff into your head for years. Of course you're gonna feel like you doing it on your own when you really not. But I just feel so sorry for that specific girl, because I see myself in her. Like, you done made mistakes. You feel like this world, Babylon, what they call it, this world right here, you haven't done the right thing in this world. You want to start over. You want to do something different. You want a different life. And this man offering it to you. You don't have to work. You feel loved for the moment. You know, you got into the motion. And then things start taking a turn for the worse. He started being abusive. You start getting put in closets. The other wives start being abusive to you. And she said it in this specific live. She was like, I don't have nowhere else to go. And he got so freaking mad. He tried to switch her words around and everything. But dude, that's exactly what she meant. That's exactly what she meant. She meant she didn't have nowhere else to go. That's what she meant. You got her phone. She can't call. She tried to run away. That's what Sybil said in her book. She said Malia tried to run away and y'all beat her ass. So she feel like she ain't got nowhere else to go, and you won't let her ass run away. So telling her she there on her own free will and making her say it on live, you're not fooling nobody, man. You're not fooling nobody. We know this girl is being abused. I don't care what she say. I don't care what come out her mouth. The eyes tell it all. And you can tell by the makeup that she got on that they have been beating her ass. Her face swole, her lips swole up, like, you can just tell. And it made me feel sorry. Y'all, if y'all have watched anything about carbonation, y'all can comment below and tell me what y'all think about it. Do y'all think that Malia is there on her own free will still? Do you think that all the people are there, like the wives, Nana, and all of them are abusing her, or just Baba G and Nana? I don't know. What do y'all think about the whole situation? For me, it's just sad as hell, and I really want all of them to get out of it, but especially Malia. Her real name, Tanisha. Tanisha, get the hell out of there from them people before they kill you. And I'm dead serious. Like, get away from them folks before they kill you, girl. Please. Or you end up hurting one of them. Because I feel like she got some fight in her, because she beat Nana ass. She got some fight in her for real. Like, she not just weak or whatever the case may be. That's why Nana always trying to bully her, and them other wives always trying to bully her, because they know she got something in her heart. Like, and all of us can see it too. That's why we always be rooting for her. Everybody who be watching this train wreck be rooting for this girl to get the fuck out of there, because we know that it's something in your heart, girl, that you just don't need to be there before you end up killing one of them, or they seriously gang up and hurt you. But yeah, y'all, it's just, I don't know. I feel like my words is all over the place because I'm hyped up talking about it. But y'all know, if y'all watch Carbonation, y'all understand like the influx of emotions you get when watching them, because it go from hilarious to sad to making you angry that he treat women like this. You getting even more pissed off looking at the men that follow him, because they some bees they self. I don't know. You just go through all type of emotions watching this cult, especially since it's like on display on YouTube for the world to see, and it's happening in real time. Like, it's nothing in the past. It's happening right now. So it's just, I don't know. It just make you feel a whole bunch of ways. But this morning, it was really on my chest to talk to Malia. I know she probably would never see this, but girl, if you do, you don't deserve that. No matter what you did in your Babylon life or your real life, no matter how long you done left that child, you can always come back and redeem yourself. It's people out here willing to help you. I see it on all the comments. I know you be saying it. They are willing to help you. People are willing to help you if you can slither your way out from this nigga. Like, I swear people are willing to help you. Yeah, y'all, if y'all like videos like this and me just talking about stuff that I've been watching or what's been going on, then make sure you hit a like button. Make sure you comment below and tell me what you think. And please, 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 y'all, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all later.